Hey YouTubers, Muskrat Jim here. I'm just heading out into the woods to make some lunch. It's going to be Creole shrimp and rice. So come along. Okay, so here we are, so let's get unpacked and get started. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, we're going to make Creole shrimp and rice. So let's get started. Pot. I'm going to put a little bit of vegetable oil in the bottom. I'm going to follow that up with a quarter of a green pepper. And a quarter of diced onion. Okay, now we're going to fire this up. Just going to soften those up for a little bit. Suppose I should give you a better view of the pot. Now what we're going to do is throw in a package of uncooked shrimp. These are Pacific white shrimp. I've got a cup of diced tomatoes. So we're going to let that cook before we add the rice. Now what makes this Creole is a special seasoning mix. And this is a seasoning mix made by Emeril. He's a chef and restaurant owner in New York. And anyway, he posted his ingredients for this mix on the internet, and it basically consists of 2 parts paprika, 2 parts garlic powder, 1 part onion powder, 1 part black pepper, 1 part salt, 1 part of thyme, and 1 part of oregano. So I mixed them up yesterday, put it in this little container here, and we're going to season this up with this bad boy. Whenever Emeril is cooking, his trademark is that he'll put the spice in and he'll go BAM! Like that. You know, it's kind of a funny thing of his. Let's take a look and see how this is doing. Okay, so it's starting to boil up there. Just give it a stir. Get all that shrimp to actually go down to the bottom and feel the heat. Bring the cooked ones up to the top. And we'll cover that again. Depending on how much the liquid boils off will determine the amount of liquid I have to add to it before I add the instant rice. So I'm going to add a cup of instant rice, so I need basically a cup of liquid. So I don't want this to become a soup. I want it to become more of a rice dish. Oh yeah, it's boiling up nicely now. Take a look. Okay, so it looks like all of the shrimp is cooked. It's all turned opaque instead of translucent. And there seems to be quite a bit of liquid still in here. So I'm not going to add any more liquid, that's for sure. Okay, so now I'll add the rice. So that's 1 cup of instant rice. I'll just stir that around to make sure all the rice is wet. Then I'll cover it and let it stand for 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, I almost forgot. Emeril spices. So we'll give it a good shake in there. Oh, it smells good. Give it some more. So we'll cover that up and let it stand for a few minutes. Okay, so while the rice is absorbing that liquid, I'm going to boil some water for a cup of tea. And it shouldn't be too much longer before the water is boiled. And there she is, boiling now. So by the time the tea steeps, the shrimp should be ready too, I think. Okay, it's time to check the rice. Most of the liquid is absorbed. That's a good sign. Just going to stir it up a bit to get those spices in and around. Lots of nice colors. Green pepper, red tomatoes. Let's give it a try. That's really nice. Thinks it needs a little bit more spices. Bam! So there we go. Creole shrimp and rice. Emeril style. Nice and spicy. Well, I'm going to sit back, enjoy my lunch, follow that by a cup of tea, and then head on back. So until next time, this is Muskrat Jim, signing out. Oh, I just remembered, there's also 1 part of cayenne pepper in Emeril Lagasse's spice mix. So, if you're interested, you can check out in the description below, and I'll put the recipe for this dish, as well as Emeril's spice mix. Alright, so, see you later. For more muskrat survival videos, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.